Alrighty. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, depending on when you see this. Hose is back. Alright, after a bunch of other games I played, we're back with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are still on the Will's Power case, but we are pretty much we are in the climax. This is the third trial. We're going into the third trial. So far, for what I remember, let me see here. I might need to refer to my note a little bit, sorry. So we finished off that second trial, which is mainly with Cody. We went through the rest of his trial, basically saying that we found out that actually there was a first fight with the supposed Steel Samurai and somebody else. Steel Samurai and the bad guy, as Cody says it. But actually, the bad guy won. Steel Samurai was the one that lost. So then, with more camera pictures and some deleted photos, we saw that actually, after that fight, the Steel Samurai went to Studio 2. And it was right before the monkey had dropped. So now we need to find more evidence about what the frick is going on. So we've been going around new evidence, fighting new stuff. And we are learning more about the two people that were inside Studio 2 and that could not leave and had the small little break. It can only be the director Salmonella, or was it Dean Vasquez, or I forgot her first name, but Miss Vasquez. So now we're getting more details. So far, what we know is the studio did a lot of. I think the major thing is right here, what just happened with Penny, is that Vasquez was the one who worked on a bunch of what's his name? Bunch of hammers, right? I forgot. Hold on. Let me go into the record real quick. It is Jack Hammer. Yeah, close enough. Jack Hammer's films, but of course he was plummeting. He went under. So I guess the studio made a new one, which he is now the bad guy, and Will Powers is the protagonist, and then his popularity continued to dwindle. So I already surmised that Miss Vanquish over here really likes hammers, and probably decided to. And also, I forgot. Okay, my memory's coming back. It's been a little bit more than a week. My memory's coming back. It's that there was an account where there was somebody that Hammers admired. Or no, there was somebody, like, he was like, Hammer was the new star, while there was somebody who was famous. It is the bad guy. Then something happened where there was an incident where Hammer was accused of killing that bad guy. Now it is Hammer as the bad guy who is now dead, and now is Will Powers. So it's what I'm surmising is that Miss Vasquez, or Vanquish, I'm sure, is that whenever there's a new star, especially someone they admire, so maybe Hammer's admired this older person, she sets them up for the rising star to kill the amazing actor that's now dwindling. So we're seeing that happen again. So anyways, let's get into it. I think I didn't miss anything else, but that's what we know so far. So let's get straight into it. All right, here we go. Sorry, I'm just checking my audio real quick. All right, here we go. So anything else we need to do? I think we're good to go. I think we're supposed to move on. Yeah, so this trial lasted how long? 3? Oh, it's gonna be 3 episodes now, I think? Not 4? I think it's 3. Crazy. Hello. What are you still slicking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do you think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth from the mouth. What? Maybe you should keep a safe distance? She's frothing from the mouth? Why? Maybe she's still, like, handling the death of Hammers? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Well, what's happening? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nicholas? Nichols? Nicholas. Penny Nicholas. Or Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, that's her last name. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about that incident. That was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that and the recently departed, no less? I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Do we have proof? I don't think so. Sure. I'm sorry, Miss Oldback, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. It's gotta be the pills, right? Alright. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that you... Okay. Okay, how about the steak plate? Mr. T-Bone ate a T-Bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There was traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Oh! Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm a little bored. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Whoa. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired. See? Tired of holding it all in. Oh. Oh no, and the music! This is new music. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an incident. A fatal one. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. Vasquez, whatever the frick. She has ties to the... What? She has ties to the mafia? Okay. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. And after that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Well, we're going in a different direction since the last other two trials. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph. Look at this Oh. What? Is that that old guy? Is it the other actor? Oh my god. He got impaled in those grates in Studio 2? Jesus Christ. And that's Vasquez right there. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammers was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and then the man fell into the flower box fence. Oh my god. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. Oh, I understand. 5-year-old photo. Oh, okay. You know, Miss Oldbag, you're good. You're good now. I was annoyed about you a bit, but now we're good. Now we're cool. We're cool. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was still on the job too. Let's go to Studio 1, maybe? Alright, I forget we can't go to Studio 1. Alright, hello. How you doing, Missy? I don't know if we should show her the picture. Salmonella's not here. Weird. I don't think we're supposed to talk to her, so let's head back into somewhere. Although it looks like we're missing something still. Oh, Detective Gumshoe must have left by now. He's probably thinking about what to do in tomorrow's trial. I bet Edgeworth is pretty angry with him. Seems so. So he's gone. What's up, Penny? The assistant must have gone off somewhere. That stuff about Mr. Hammer must have come as a shock to her. Oh. Okay, maybe the judgment's in there? I think we have to talk to... I think we have to show it to Vasquez, I think. Yeah, let's show it to Power, see what he says. Excuse me, thank you for showing this or whatever it is. I guess we gotta make her talk. Maybe she, yeah, maybe she's supposed to give us more info, because this doesn't prove anything about her being bad, right? We're just showing it to her so she talks about the incident. Right? Alright, here we go. Alright. Here you go. No, here you go. Alright. She is not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Of course, Nick! Bro, Phoenix, what are you doing? Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer? The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. What? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. I'm very confused with her. She went inside the trailer. Alright. Yeah, she's confusing me every minute. Alright. Huh. You came. Well then, what was that what you were talking about? Why are you so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? You were using that incident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you can control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it is. It was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it wasn't an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour from its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? Oh, that's a new portrait. What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an incident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere incident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. Oh, she wrecked it out of his... Wrenched it? And she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the only one you hold. Give it to me. Now. But what? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Oh, this is Mafia crew, right? It's the Mafia guys. Uh-oh. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. Okay, so she's just proving that it's her. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that again. Where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Let's get there. Hold it right there. Gumshoe! Let's go! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears that this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Alright, here we go. Gumshoe, my boy. He redeemed himself. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. It's just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Hey, he's becoming the GOAT now. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. I just want to call her D. Vanquish now. Or D. Vanish? I don't know. I'm trying to see. I don't know. All I can see is Vanquish. I don't know. I'm not sure. Here we go. Time for the final trial. Here we go. I'm excited. Alright, I wonder what we're going to do. I know we're going to talk about the past a lot. I'm pretty sure we're going to solve the last year mystery and this one. So, it's going to be very intricate, I think. Alright, here we go. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with the new theory of this case. He claims that the scene of this crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vanquish to the stands. I thought we were going to call Salmonella again. Alright. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Alright. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, or however you say it, I don't know. My parents gave this to me. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone else knows, yes, here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Ms. Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Here we go, the day of the murder. Alright. I entered the trailer. Oh, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Okay. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. Alright. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. What? There's a van in Studio 2. So you're saying, did this van crash into Mr. Monkey? I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Okay. Van added to the court record. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? It's the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Alright. Wait, what? Alright. I entered the trailer. Okay, what does it say for the van? Manila used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. A little before noon. But you're by yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employees area? No. Are you always this terse? Terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about it. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh! And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Okay, so there was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so you went to Studio 1. When exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Alright. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the evening. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steak on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during the break, she wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves that she didn't eat it. Sal? I kind of wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Okay. Find some piece of evidence saying that she didn't eat. Let me see. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so you went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute. Yeah, the pass was blocked from 2:15 so it would already be blocked. Wait, do we not have the other photo anymore? Oh, crap. contains photos of every victory seen in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Yeah, so we don't have the picture of the... It's a little troubling. Sal and I had the T-bone steak on the table in front of the trailer. The trailer a little after before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. All I'm wondering is taking the van over there is weird. I don't know how to. What? Wait, what? I'm confused. Wait. I used the T-bone steak. On it was traces of sleeping pills and a large bone? So is he suggesting that all the steaks had it? Hold on, what? Okay, not gonna lie, I was here thinking for 5 minutes. I was thinking about the steak thing, but I'm like, it's his employee area. Unless it suggested that all T-bone steaks had it? I'm confused. Let's see what he has to say. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Oh, maybe it's saying there was 2 steaks on that? Maybe that's what it was. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Okay, please oh! Yet there were no bones left on the plates. Oh. Next time, when I play Phoenix Wright, I'm gonna play the whole trial in one sitting. I did not even notice that. No wonder why I didn't know. Because, I mean, I looked at the plates. I'm like, okay, they ate food. But there was no bones on the plate. Oh. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I need to play this all in one sitting. Maybe I would have noticed that. Maybe. Alright, that's clever, I guess. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, I am not fit to be a lawyer. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You didn't eat it. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like the incinerator. Oh, so no. So the plate was suggesting whenever you eat a T-bone steak, it leaves bones. So this one you had to remember the actual scene. Wait, did it show the table? I don't even know. Anyways, I see. Then okay, this is just a really big brain moment that this is like actual lawyer talk that I did not pay attention to / remember. Anyway, yeah, I need to play in one setting next time. When was that, Miss Vasquez? During Miss her lunch break. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking us up and meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Alright. Hold up. Are you sure? What are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. And Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak. She ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Alright. Yeah, that was a really big brain play that I wouldn't have thought of. Mr. Wright, isn't it a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you pulling, Mr. Wright? Or what stunt are you pulling, Wright? Oh crap, what did she say? Oh, there needs to be a log. I don't know what she said. You said I did? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. I'm guessing she said like, oh, you think I did it? Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Alright. Here we go. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear? Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You could you now? I think you could. If you're on top of the stairs, she could have just like threw it or tipped it over. It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but... Silence. I'm speaking. Damn. Ugh. The victim was... I feel like I need to rework Edward's voice. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the steel samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there's proof I had not have the spear. Maybe it was his mafia boys, maybe. The photograph of the steel samurai shows the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I would have wrestled it away from him? Yeah, take that, right? If you still think she did it, show us proof. Hey Nick, look at the data we have on the samurai spear and the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you? Something odd about the spear? Maybe because it was broken? Yeah, see, so it's broken, so she could have just used the end of the blade, right? Wait. Something the matter, Mr. Wright. So she could have stabbed him. Your Honor? I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well. I won't hold you to your claim. But I'm afraid I will have to penalize you. Ugh. What's this? You're taking back your claim. Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? Alright. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. Ooh, so close to overthinking again. But this is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning's action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Sure? I don't know. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. The van? Nick, think about this some more. Huh? Think? Please? How could that possibly have been the murder weapon? She has a point. No. The monkey head? The monkey head? Okay, it's not. Is it still the spear? Okay, what? I'm confusion. Oh! Is it this? Yeah. That was, yeah, that makes sense. Look at this photo. So he was stabbed through the fence. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order. And Discord popped up. If I couldn't have ordered this trial, would be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. It's a photo of that very incident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current state? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. You know, that makes more sense. I should have thought about that. Mr. Wright, continue. At 2:30 on the day of the murder, Miss D. Vasquez meets with Jack Hammer. It's outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had once himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ho ho. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? It returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? I know. Is that remember she said she said she was fatigued, she used the van for salmonella. Easy. Then she, or maybe the mafia boys, moved his body into the van. Then salmonella took the van, plopped the body there. Boom. How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death? Then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume. There wasn't enough time. Indeed. I think it's a little better for Edgeworth. I don't know. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? I bet she could move it. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there's no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Actually, something I can predict, kind of. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how you should carry the body. The van! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so you went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? And Sal drove me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. So, the next episode, I'm going to literally take in all the evidence all over the place to remember for the trial, because that was something I did not think they would talk about. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manila that drove the van. And you're suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? Of course he wasn't. Of course he wasn't. Ha! So without Mr. Manila noticing anything, she put the body in the van. Then managed to put the body into the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? Of course I'm not serious. Huh? I was kidding to lighten the proceedings. Light? Lighten? You can't lighten up a murder. Ooh. Of course, Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. Damn it! The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Okay. And don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. Because I'm still on the perception that she could call on her boys anytime she wants, but my bad. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't me. Don't you have anything else to say? What would you like me to say? I lost. Something like that. I'm guilty. I just said that. What? Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. Okay. Who can say? Are you kidding me? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of the battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Huh? Hold up. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course it says the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do we do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? No, now known when to give up? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say that I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I have already said all that it is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! To come so far, only to fail. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I did it. I see. Very well. He said it again. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Damn, he's going after her, man. Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does that make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, you see, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. I wonder. Maybe he's changing sides. Maybe that's why he has a game. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady. Powers showed up? Old Bag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I have no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, Nick. Works close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her in the spot, she'll sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her. Right. Alright. After finding the body. Alright. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Miss Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. But boy? The witness will continue. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers is taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking of very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting a location. No one noticed when he was missing. Poor Powers. I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at this time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So he stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to line up things up here. Okay, the security lady Old Bag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Old Bag? The security lady? Why did the security think Powers had done it? He said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning that the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best scenes of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything I can work with here. It has to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot writing on it. With all those big wigs at the meeting, I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script into. We don't have anything about those boys though, right? No. Went back to the trailer to get my script in. Okay. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. I wanted to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. What? Wait, wasn't that weird? But did she just say something weird? Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Yeah, didn't she just say, "Oh, there was a murder. How could I have brought in my notes?" But the murder wasn't seen until Studio 1, where she wasn't there yet, right? That just proved that she saw it before heading there, right? Phoenix, use your brain, bro. I mean, I think. Let's see if I'm just being weird and I'm dumb. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She said she would have had to know about the murder before she going to Studio 1. Thank you, Edgeworth. I mean, I noticed it. That's why I was reading it, and I freaking raised my eyebrow like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, being like, "What?" Order, Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would have made such a move. Or are you thinking of career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Maybe she's got to talk about the ankle, huh? Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. There you go. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scene, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director? We have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now would have been wasted. I believe you, Nick. Go get him. Okay, it's gotta be that statement for sure. I knew the Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scene, so I left them behind. Wait, was Sal there? But we don't have evidence of him being there, though. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Unless it's this? The photo? Let's try it. Oh, I knew it. Kind of. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was... Oh! Oh! Yeah! I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Oh, yeah, he did say hammers, didn't she? Well, either way, I had a feeling it was the photo. I already said it, so Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Oh, why would he tell you the wrong person? I wish I was more big brain. Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. You heard Mr. Manila wrong. Wait, what? Even though he said Mr. Powers was injured, you thought that he was talking about Mr. Hammer. Now that you mention it, yes, I believe you're right. I'm sure that's what happened. Yeah. Why did I... Well, wait. Start over. Okay. Okay, start over. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. I'm stupid. Oh, my bad. But it was funny to see that, though. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg, too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers from the other trial. And when he was doing this, well, it would have to have been after he puts on the Steel Samurai costume. It went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammers was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order. I will have order. So, I think it's basically saying that she only knew the knowledge of herself and Cell didn't say anything. Anyways. Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see how you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammers dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course, because it's like the last one or something. Okay. I proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. All I can think of is obviously this picture. This is my proof, yep. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. What? Crap? Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammers' fall. I don't know if I said that. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and you Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-co-star. Ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Why do I still have these? I don't think I have anything. Maybe she's just doing it for fun? Is that where we're going to? She has no motive. She has no motive, Your Honor. What was that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. What? All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense? What was it? What's that now? What? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. Yeah, maybe he got like tired of it or whatever she was doing to him, and maybe he was trying to kill her. And that's why he was using the costume to think that maybe he was trying to imitate Will Powers. So she wouldn't say anything to him, and then like trick her, and then he kills her. I don't know, maybe. What? I did not even think that at all. What? Alright. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security guard into thinking he was Powers. The Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him for those years. Yeah, so he probably got like sick of it or something. Oh, she did break her pipe. Okay. Alright. So, self-defense. So you did it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. You're too late. Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Oh, it's Powers. Manuel? Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... What? No, Manuel. Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. Please don't die. Please? Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? in the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I guess. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. Then that he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. This last trial was it went everywhere. I did not okay. It just tells me to expand my mind for the other episodes because this one was kind of crazy. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 20, 1:12 p.m. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Maybe it's the scrapbook? Yeah, we'll show him that. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. But yeah, so I was right. But he was reduced to acting in a kids show and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. You could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into the sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth? Edgeworth. Yes? Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth? You don't want to waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. And, Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. What? Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of unnecessary? They were only served to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. I have no idea how to talk as him. Mr. Wright? Is that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? To be continued. Oh, and so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Oh. Okay. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the leader? Huh? What? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real wheel powers. Wait, he's playing as the pink princess? So I gotta say the trial kind of confused me. I need to read it again. Episode 4. That was a long one, and that was a lot of things. The first one made sense. The middle one also pretty much made sense. I think I was just being dumb. The last one, I was being absolutely dumb, and some of it was that you kind of had to remember what was happening, kind of, or really take in the clues, which is the plate mainly. But I needed to rethink about that last little ending thing that you said. Was that? Yeah, because the picture flashed up. So that was text from the original. Oh no! I get it. No, I get it. It was Manuel probably trying to off Hammer, right? And in self-defense, Vasquez killed, or she pushed Manuel from Hammer's being killed. Am I right? Am I getting that right? I need to read that again. A better episode has been added. Turnabout goodbyes. What? Hold on. Oh my god. I kind of want to. How about this? I'm gonna look back at the video right now to kind of get a sense of what the frick just happened. I think I'm correct. Is that Manuel, or that older that X-Star at the time for Hammer, was trying to kill Hammer, and then Vasquez was trying to save him or something, or no, or was it? Oh, see, I'm confused. I need to read that again. Maybe it could have been that. Yeah, maybe. No. Yeah, maybe it was the X-Star trying to kill Matt trying to kill Hammers. Then Hammers self-defensively pushed him into the fencing. Maybe I need to read it again. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the old video again. I try to make sense of what just happened, and then I'll talk to you in the next episode, because I actually want to make the next episode pretty much right now, because I want to get, I want to understand. So, give me, yeah, hold on, we're gonna stop right here. Oh, whoa, wait, stop, wait, oh my god, wait. Stop. Okay. I should have left it on that screen. So I'm just gonna end this episode now. I'm gonna reload the save file, so don't worry. But thank you guys for watching. Good night, good evening, or good morning, depending on when you see this. I'll see you guys next time as we go into this new trial. What? Huh? Well, that was definitely some tease. We'll read that again, but I'm gonna go back into the video. I'm gonna make sense of what it said, and then I'll meet you in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys then. Apparently, this next one includes Edgeworth as the victim. I'll see you guys then. Bye bye for now. Woobia. Bye bye.